Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a wrap up for October. I read a total of 8 books this month, which is really good for me considering last month I read like 4 books, and with how busy I've been in school and all that, it's a good amount of books. So let me show you what they are. First book I read in October was the 5th Harry Potter book, which is The Order of the Phoenix. Of course, it was amazing. It's Harry Potter. But I do have to say that this was my least favorite book in the series. There were just certain things that I didn't really like that much. But I still loved it, and I still gave it 5 stars. Then I read Amelia Ann is Dead and Gone by Kat Rosenfield. This book actually surprised me because I hadn't really heard a lot about this, and I hadn't seen the greatest reviews on Goodreads, so I was kind of going into it like, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I really liked it. I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. It was such a quick read. Obviously, it's small, but it's also one of those books that has you really wanting to know what's going to happen in the end, so I was just like glued to this book. I read it in one day. This book is about 2 different girls and how their stories kind of come together. One of them is a girl who lives in this small town, and the other perspective is of a girl who actually dies in this small town who's not from there. It was really interesting, and I loved the ending. That was my favorite part of the book. If you're looking for something that's a little bit creepy, suspenseful, and a quick read, I would suggest this. Then on my Kindle here, I read Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This was the sequel to Throne of Glass, which was amazing, and this sequel did not disappoint. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I just really want you guys to check out this series because it's incredible. It's just done so well, the characters, the storyline, everything. I think that this book itself is pretty thick, and I sped through it within like 2 days, so it's good. Next, I read Harbinger by Sarah Wilson Etienne. I did a review of this, so click the book if you would like to go see my full review, but just really quickly to let you know, I didn't really like this that much. I gave it 2 stars. I just felt like it could have been done better, but I'm not saying that everyone will hate this, so if you would like to find out why I disliked it and to see if maybe you would still want to read it, then go watch my review. Then I read the 6th Harry Potter book, which is The Half-Blood Prince, and it was so amazing and so sad, but I loved it. 5 stars. The next book I read was Mask of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. This story takes place where there is a plague that is an airborne virus. Our main character's father created these masks that only the rich can afford that keeps them from catching the virus. And it's kind of like your typical dystopian in the fact that there's like a rebellion starting and that kind of thing, so she has to choose what side she's on because her father might be working for some bad people. My experience reading this book was kind of weird for me. While I was reading it, like the first half of it, I was like, this is really weird. I don't think I like this. But then I got to the ending and it really picked up and things were getting awesome. And I was like, ooh, this is really good. And then I had a couple weeks to kind of think about how I really felt about it. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. So I don't really know how to explain my feelings about this book. I did like it overall. It's just a really interesting story. And if you like steampunk, dystopian kind of novels, check this one out. And I think this was a good one for Halloween because it was pretty dark and creepy. Next, I read Bewitched, Bothered, and Biscotti by Bailey Cates, and this is the sequel to Brownies and Broomsticks. I really enjoyed this book, although I have to say I didn't like it as much as the first one. I think I gave this 3 stars. This series, you know, I enjoy it for what it is. It's cute and light and funny. It's not like an astonishing piece of literature, but it's a fun read. So I enjoyed it, and it was really great for the Halloween time because it actually took place during Halloween, and they had like a Halloween party at the bakery, and they dressed up and stuff. It was really fun. So I would suggest this series if you're looking for something like this. This next book I'm not even going to talk about a lot because I didn't even finish it, but it is Slice of Cherry by Dia Reeves, and oh, I just did not like this book and I couldn't finish it. I tried so hard, I just couldn't do it. I really want to know, for those of you who have read this, what you think about it. I'm curious. For me, I couldn't get through it. I do not plan on picking it up again. I probably won't even keep it. It's just not my cup of tea. Cup of tea. Pun. I didn't even do that on purpose. This is about 2 sisters who are the daughters of a serial killer, and so the whole town is kind of afraid of them, but they should be because these girls are messed up in the head and they're totally creepy. They take after their father and they like to kill and torture people, so yeah. But the thing that really bugs me about this book is the world building was just not good. I can appreciate what she was trying to do. There was kind of like paranormal elements in this and stuff, but it just didn't turn out well in my opinion. So I didn't really read it this month, but I tried to, so I figured I would mention it anyway. The last book I read in October was by far my favorite of the month, and it was Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I did a full review of this, so again, click the book if you would like to go watch that, which I would like for you to do, so you can hear my full thoughts. But basically, I loved it. 5 full stars. I think that Rainbow is a genius, and she does her characters so incredibly well, and it's just, I loved it with all of my heart. So that was my wrap up for October. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So that is my wrap up for October. That was my wrap up. I can't stop laughing now. This sequel to is about a girl. This book takes Mass. Oh, I wish I knew how to say her name correctly. That's annoying. Get out of the way.